Hello on YouTube, hello on Twitch, and welcome to another episode of my Plague Inc. Let's Play series. This is Northstar. Hope you're well. Are taking care of each other and being kind to yourselves. Those new to my channel, welcome. Returning viewers,
commencing autopsy 3.
If you haven't already, check out my YouTube channel page where you can find over 2,000 videos, over 50 playlists, over 3 dozen different games, over 50 playlists, 2,000 videos. Anyways, lots to discover there if this isn't your thing, as it might not be many people's. Doing just a Outbreak or two, while I can mop them up. 5 minutes remaining on this? Why 5 minutes, whatever. Or is it 5 hours? That's probably 5 hours, 11 minutes. Yeah. Biosecurity level 3. Papers, please. Random country to start with. Land borders already shut down. Reference the game. Papers, please, I guess. Strange lands. Bacteria. Let's see if I can get through a few of these real quick. Less than 1. Extra infectivity. Reduced lethality growth. I'll take the land transmission and effectivity growth. Starting in Libya. Alright. Mutations will make this go a little faster. I can evolve them for DNA or keep them. Spread by air. Actually, Libya might not. It's right near Egypt, too. Stick with this. And take air transmission early, but also this will mean that we'll have to do water. Alright, transmission costs don't increase, but easier to cure. Sure, this would be a nice fast plague. X12, classification strange. Lands. Land borders already shut down, number of countries. Central America, Norway. East Africa, Iran, and Central Asia. Let's panic for the root juice or whatever. Air will help spreading in arid countries. Egypt might get a plane flight out. Flooding Turkey. Death. Cool. Just might be a new island found in the Pacific. Alright. So grab coughing to try and take advantage of the pestle of love. Doesn't never give you a follow-up event to tell you if it worked, but I'm using rapid spread. Insects 2, open lot countries. Small clown perform. It's a legal musical. It's accused of miming inaugural dress, man for after 12 years stuck in the hole. Crash mutated. Nope. Evolve. Plans for new airport in Greenland under construction. I don't benefit. Oh. Heat. I mean, not heat, air transmission. There's storms in India. If you were playing a really difficult game, you wouldn't want to speed up too much because stuff like planes, they seem to be at the same rate, regardless if you're on 1 speed or 3. Well, they're a little faster on 3. But you'll pop the bubbles quicker in terms of game days for certain, nothing else. But they appear and be able to spend DNA faster. Scrap drug resistance for Europe. Cold resistance. New minor disease spreading. This has caused coughing and sneezing right now. Tailor resilience. Spreading climates. Extremely capable of dealing with heat since I start in a hot country, and I've had bacterial resilience too. And reasonably well cold. Anemia mutated. Nope. Resistance 2. Spread Europe. Bacterial resistance. Alright. Evolve. Well, these just to fly under the radar, even though they already detected me. Do anything like that, no symptoms, hopefully. Interest reach. Rodents spreading China faster. People there. News of growth. This helps with Australia. US President taken ill. Fun. Well, that's an opportunity. Paranoia. Insanity. Caesars. Insomnia too, actually. Paranoia, insanity. See if I can get some event. The US President being ill. That's actually pretty fast to work out here. Let's go giant parting 1 and 2. Down a little. It's 2. That's just spread mutations, dysentery mutated. Let's grab coughing. Either so that hopefully sneezing might mutate. It's livestock. Governments will distract themselves trying to exterminate livestock this way. Cool. Alright, sneezing, diarrhea. Oops. Hello. For a reshuffle. Shoot. Devolve inflammation. Bulb dysentery. Still, I don't see any ships going, even though some of the ports are still open. Oh, they're just rare as heck. Doesn't make it to Greenland at this rate. Somehow managed to get to Greenland. Nice. Alright, immune suppression for faster mutations. PAX 12 mutation patterns appear extraordinary. Scientists are struggling to understand the extraordinary mutation patterns of PAX 12. WHA researchers say a setback will damage cure efforts. Indeed. Grab blood 1, more mutation. Server's mutated. Let's just grab Greenland for what it's worth. Alright, it's time for another genetic reshuffle. Time. And total work failure. Make sure I didn't fail to affect people in Greenland by going too fast. I went away and then everyone was affected. So. Cool. Another genetic reshuffle. New president of the U.S. selected. Insanity. Spalin has been selected to replace the president instead of the vice president. Sarah Palin? Is that what that stands for? I don't know. Or is that supposed to be a planet Stalin? People, neoliberals love to diss on Stalin as if he's just the ultimate evil. They don't actually do that to Hitler, who, you know, was temporary and did far, far worse. Like, you don't see the casual cruelty. And just, I mean, maybe that's because people understand the Nazis were evil, but do they? With the rise of neo-Nazis these days, I'm not sure. But, of course, the capitalist elite will always be much more okay with fascism and communism, because really, fascism doesn't threaten the power of the billionaires. It never has. In fact, it was funded by them in Nazi Germany. Alright, shadow portals for vampire plague or indulatory locomotion. For Neurax worm. Neurax worm was harder than I thought. I guess I'll grab this. It's harder than I thought the last time I did it. Another bacteria. It's bacterium viruses right now. BSL 7. Human experimentation, homegrown. Increases disease effectiveness in rural countries. Urban countries become rural and rural become urban. Although order excess, ram countries start with their populations slashed. Hydroshock. Humid countries become arid and arid become humid. Great. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Very low lethality. That could be good. 9 plane transmission. 9. Just severity growth. But that's a ton of plane transmission. I'll start Libya again. Classification, cryo quarantine. Just get coughing for a while. Spread faster. Hat-based economy now 5% larger than French economy. Yeah, and then people looked at this in France, even though France was for a while one of the fastest growing economies in the world in terms of GDP per person percent growth rate. Per person matters because their population wasn't growing much. So some countries had higher economic growth just because of population growth. But it's GDP per person that determines wealth. Up until about 1970, just use new sterilizing techniques, the French economy was actually growing one of the fastest in the world. And then I think I could say ate shit without too much censorship. It totally ate shit. Rodents. Insects. Actually, I have transduces, the costs aren't gonna go up. Oh well. Insects are still useful in hot countries. I did boost insects too in urban. And they've already detected me. And fever mutated. Might be too late to evolve symptoms. One person in Egypt from the start. Huh. But yeah, it was the end of Nixon's changes to how the U.S. interacted with the Bretton Woods global banking system that basically collapsed the previous global economic system and allowed the U.S. to run up a massive debt without it hurting American growth rates, but hurting the rest of the world's economic growth instead. As long as everyone buys and sells oil with dollar, which is why de-dollarization is still a thing, and it's part why the U.S. attacked Iran. The real reason is because they were participating in de-dollarization initiatives. And if people could buy oil and currencies other than the dollar, it severely weakened the U.S. economic dominance, while other countries do not essentially pay an in-kind tax to the United States. Which, what business does the U.S. have forcing the rest of the world to subsidize its economic growth, really? But before those economic changes that allowed the U.S. to abuse the petrodollar that occurred around 1971, 72, before that, the French economy was growing like crazy. It had massive foreign currency reserves of the United States dollar, though. And these changes made those reserves a lot less valuable, forcing them to cut back spending, which slowed their economic growth. The French economy was participating in debt-fueled economic growth, but it was running a very healthy trade surplus with the United States at the same time. Suddenly, that trade surplus, that past trade surplus, was a lot less valuable. After Nixon unilaterally tore up the previous global financial system. And at the same time, we're gonna get the Walking Dead combo here. Nausea mutated. Guess it can involve vomiting, devolve nausea. Coughing for projectile vomiting, maybe. So yeah, the French still had their massive debt they'd run up, but that debt had been fueling very rapid economic growth. The austerity that was forced by the U.S. devaluing the massive foreign currency reserves the U.S. dollar France had, and how this hurt France's immediate economic position. They were forced to cut back spending, cut back infrastructure investments, and a lot of people in France wrongly viewed this as evidence that the French approach to economic growth that had heavy government involvement investment, that it was a failed approach. And so they changed approach that actually worked very well It worked very well, but until a foreign country, you know, the U.S., the world economic hegemon, basically undercut their system. There was nothing wrong with it. They could have adapted, but the French conservatives had a field day with this situation. And to some degree, either spending had to be cut or taxes on the rich raised in order to deal with what the US did. And the French economy is never going to grow as fast either way after changes. But yeah, now you get neoliberals playing this Lobo constantly mocking the French economy, even though it was doing extremely well at one point. This is just like, it's punching down. It's just like mocking a racial minority without realizing the reason they're poor is because of generations of racism, discrimination. Mocking France without realizing or acknowledging that the reason France is how it is because the US sabotaged our economy 40 something, almost 50 years ago. Might be coming a little too fast in Greenland here. Probably should just try and grab coal resistance, see if that helps a little. Or two. Let's see, Greenland is just cold. I'll grab stream amount of AG. Need lots of infectivity to outpace deaths there. Still dangerously few infected in Greenland. Alright, time to devolve total organ failure. Cut the lethality before I burn through the population too fast in Greenland. Wiped out so much of the world population that research is pitifully slow anyways. Projectile vomiting. Yep, increasing activity. Good. No healthy people left. All this. Should be able to grab another symptom or two this way. Nothing very good. Ammonia is amazing, to say the least. And I don't need the vomiting anymore. Helped spread when it did. Total organ failure. Probably pointless, except for running up the score slightly. By winning at a slightly early game day. That doesn't really matter. Dead combo. Victory. Alright. Occipital mesh. Use some infectivity. Sure, I guess. Buff the Neurax worm again. See total score. It's not very high because I've been playing in casual. This is only BSL 5. Some cost. Evolving a trait increases the cost of another similar trait. Oh, discouraging devolving. Will transfer. Rich countries become poor and poor become rich. Can't devolve here. This will start in Colombia. You think of Nigerian roommates, ex-romantic partner in Colombia, who's like, today she was like, or no, yesterday actually, today she was like, talking about God, and she's like, oh, and communism steals people's hope. And I'm like, she doesn't know anything about what communism even is. She's just one of those right-wingers who thinks she can go on about creationists to help prevent early mutations. It could be a problem. I don't want anything that's easier to cure because it might get detected early. Bonus DNA devolving. I guess if I get it once. Mid climates. Colombia, sure. A lot of right wingers weaponize Christianity and they act like their own political views are those of God, which really annoys me. I am a Christian. I am very left wing. I am a socialist, a democratic socialist. Not in the sense of, ooh, like Bernie Sanders, he's a socialist democrat. No, in the sense of abolish capitalism. Strongly preferring electoral paths to get there. Not exclusively, which many democratic socialists is like, if some more aggressive people manage something that's not peaceful, power to them. I don't think it's a good way to do it, but it's a sunk cost to put something here. Once they've already done the violence, it's already happened. You can't get back whatever, lives were lost. They're already gone, unfortunately. And you should focus on the future, which socialism can make the world a lot better. Instead of going on about that. But socialists strongly preferring. If I devolve nausea, mutate that already. I guess I might devolve vomiting. I can have one symptom. Let's just grab rodents. No, it's the UK. Tech company builds vaults in case of fallout. European Union plans new federal anthem. Signs pledge to never add zombies into game. Okay. Similar traits. I'm gonna get detected super soon at this rate. I better make the way towards genetic hardening. Even with creationists, they got more mutations than I would have liked. Probably bad luck. Machine gun powered jetpack banned over safety concern. I think. Stairs full. Rolling robot escape. King Pony Club to open 24 hours a day. Women to keep on dancing. Getting so many mutations for what's supposed to be a creationist virus. Let's try this again. We're going to need different trait combos or starts. Yeah, there's nothing that increases mutation chances reduced. Alright, well, I'm clearly going to want to avoid any transmissions to get mutation this time. Mutation rate was out of control. So, just go on about creationists or indirectly dissing them. Over session to end quote soon. Festival in Colombia. Busy human environment, so I'll start with water transmission. more, because go air 2, water 1. Planes are better than ships because they move faster. Scientists increase understanding fever. Rash mutate? Trying to troll me. Air 2. Him and Dawn live stream Fortnite. Singapore. Dawn like Donald Trump and John Hill playing Fortnite together in Singapore. Is that what that's implying? Right. Let's go full resistance. We won't wind up getting shipped to like the UK or something. Or more than Harambe death. Peru, which is already a cold countries that are already benefiting from cold resistance. I guess the Andes. And the UK, which is cold. Resistance. New aid program for poor countries, which actually Europe is poor in this all history. Colombia is actually rich here. Indonesia. Alright. So many mutations, not going to be able to avoid detection for very long. It's by doing nothing to increase them. There we go. Go for genetic hardening before they start cure. Oh, boy. We don't even have genetic hardening 2 yet. Alright, let's get it before cure part. This ramps up to anything significant. Point, birds. 1. I need to spread across land forest a little faster. I'm gonna get mutations, I'm gonna get mutations. I'm gonna get them when I don't want them. Whatever. It's 2, because it's better to usually go deep in the field than spread out, at least in terms of activity, though it's easier for countries to take actions like exterminating birds here. Instead of having to, I don't know, exterminate birds, insects, and rats. WHA threat level increased. Extremely rapid evolution. I haven't had rapid evolution at all. Well, too late to avoid that. Let's make them eat their words. Rapid evolution. Viral instability. And skin lesions. Necrosis, why not? Rapid spread. Just need to get to Greenland still. Any pop-ups? Exploit fever. Oh, let's shoot. Of course, it mutates something that be exploited. Typical. Vomiting, coughing, jet cell vomiting. Probably not burn through the Greenland population. Alright, shock. Sandy mutated. Imaging mutated. Paralysis and coma to slow down cure progress. Sneezing mutated. Cold resistance for Greenland. This mutated. Worried failure. Alright, enough pop-ups. No healthy people left, and soon no people, period. Vomiting. this? They're stationing armed guards at hospitals. Why? The rate of discriminant has fallen. Probably because people riot. I think it's the idea if they get too afraid and damage the hospital. Is it fears of zombie nonsense? Autothesis increase zombie combat strength. I mean, zombie stuff is hard, but it can increase rodent infectivity, I think. Helps a lot more plague types. And I got a gift of one more outbreak I could do. Deep Compact. BSL 4. Darwin Award random traits are a lot. Side hustle mutations, give DNA. AI assistance, cure research continues until everyone in a country is killed. Lovely. This is going to be so short, I'll just do it in this video. If I do a new one, it's not going to be long enough. More patient zeros, land transmission, less severity growth, a little less cure complexity, but start in Norway. Side hospital means Darwinist is probably good here. Norway is a wet country, so I'll say hydrophile. And transstasis just spread fast.
Flight 291 is now boarding. All passengers, please proceed to gate 4.
That the mutations give DNAs can be helpful. Darwinist, but with the Darwin Award. Cysts and coughing and rash are all a lot. Oof. New dry winds in arid countries. Countries getting drier. Lovely. Oh, Norway is urban. Let's grab rodents one. It's patients eventually too. Child tells president that injecting disinfectant is not good. You think? That's 2. It's boosted. Sweden is also urban, so rash mutated spatial wants to be sold at auction, but it's a lot. Devolve button is grayed out. I don't know if I can devolve it. Apparently you can mutate past these a lot of things with the Darwin Award. Fun. Let's grab birds one. Let's put up a land out of Russia. Tier 1 zones to help a lot. I start getting to warmer countries, but it helps a little cold. Even starting a cold country, you need a little cold. This is CIA-backed Boyd band revealed to have diabolical plans. Yep, anything the CIA touches ends up being incredibly evil. Not surprised. And drug resistance to quite better. New miners. Let nausea stay up too long. Already got tempted. Thankfully, this is an easy game, so it won't be too hard to win anyways. Like I said, difficulty. Words. Stock. This mutated. Still devolve it. Still get the points back. That says a lot. No, I haven't really played much with Darwin Award. That's 12 Awareness Day. Really? Awareness Day over something that caused nothing but a rash. Zoonosis. Six to spread better in hot countries. Spreading mutated. And air transmission, I should grab that sooner. Let's fed flights. Let's cure progress. Ball rash, now we've got sweating. Skin lesions devolve. Sweating and grab necrosis. Actually, that gives a lot of activity, so keep both. Some lethality and a lot of activity now. Symptoms. Insomnia, anemia, so that your progress. Paranoia, seizures, and insanity. Oh, that's hard here. Versus insanity, both. Internal hemorrhaging, all failure. Shock, why not? Quite well. I haven't reached Madagascar yet. Shoot. Close the port. To start this. Oh, spine needs infection. Madagascar. A lot more casual difficulties, I think. And anarchy. Let's see. Genome, time for a Jackfruit shuffle. Wealthy people left. Grab dysentery to kill faster. MERS as well. System infection. Coma. Work better. Boom. Victory is mine. Very soon. Someone banned Plague Inc. There was a headline about that. I think next will destroy humanity. Boom. 450 days. Victory.
Please proceed to gate 4.
Code fragment interception. Decreased cure research speed. I forget if this is nanovirus or bioweapon, but those are both rougher. That was more manageable. Alright, well that's enough of that. I hope you all enjoyed. This video's commentary didn't bother you too much. Until next time, this is Northstar. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu. Best luck to you all.